Hello, hello, welcome back. Evie just had a big fall.
What's the latest? Have you been reading?
Breakfast tomorrow? I wouldn't bank on the governor's sensible policy.
We have an important job to do.
Aye, Governor. Someone's getting I wonder what that's all about.
Going to the train.
Seems a letter has come for Jacob.
Who makes the medicine? Oh well.
I encourage you to take part in all the amusements that our city affords.
The cane gives you an undeniable air of joie de vivre.
What good is a key if you don't know what lock it opens?
I dare say Miss Thorne is in the same predicament.
Henry, Mr. Green, here, this is it.
This matches a casket owned by the Queen, kept in the Tower of London.
It's a fortress. I don't suppose you have any friends there?
A guardsman? If you can find him once you're inside.
I'll talk to you again when I have the shroud. Thank you for your help.
Right, yes. Good luck.
Evie?
Lots of guards. Predictable patrol routes. Thorne may already be inside. Better stick to the shadows.
Where were you when the Light Brigade charged? Tell me that! I was not to see those still out there.
Well, we have another entry here for Evie's notebook. Entry number 6. I realize today that I have not updated the story of my search for the Piece of Eden, though much has happened since then. I traveled to the monument, Jacob following along. He made several absurd comments about my relationship with Mr. Green and how Father would have viewed it. As if Jacob ever cared how our Father would have viewed anything. The clues I uncovered led me to St. Paul's Cathedral, where I was able to open a secret room concealed in the very top of the dome. The room was empty, except for a plinth on which was the key that Kenway's manuscript had promised. The inscription on the plinth said, Egressit mandando. It's Latin, the remedy is worse than the disease. I was musing on this and what it could mean when Miss Thorne overtook me. I drew her out, asking about the shroud and why she wants it. She revealed that the shroud confers immortality. She attacked me before I could trick her into telling me more. We fought. I thought I had her beaten, but she is not a woman who gives up easily. I misjudged her strength, and at the last second we struggled and she stumbled into one of the windows, which shattered. She fell, but as she did, she grasped the chain around my neck, which held the key. My neck was suspended above the jagged glass of the windowsill. A moment more, and I would have been impaled, so I cut the chain that held her and let her fall. When I looked out the window a moment later, she was gone, and the key with her. I have tried to find words to express my frustration, to no avail. For now, Mr. Green and I are attempting to find what is the key. What it is the key is meant to unlock, in the hopes that we may find it before Miss Thorne does. The shape is unique, and we are certain we will be able to find a mention of it in one of Henry's catalogs of antiquities. I can only hope that Miss Thorne is still searching, as we are. I have had no word of her whereabouts, not even from Clara, whose urchins see every going on in London. Perhaps she is locked in her library, as we are. I see that I have called Mr. Green very informally above. That is a habit I must try to curb. Perhaps Jacob is right. I must not allow emotion to compromise the assassins. We got a perk here enabled. I don't know what it is. Something in the database. The Tower of London. Plenty has gone on in the Tower of London that you would want to keep off an estate agent's listing. Torture, murder, and whatnot, but the complex itself had become little more than a tourist attraction by the end of the 19th century. That changed when Britain entered the Great War in 1914. The tower was used to train soldiers and house prisoners of war. Blood was spilled at the Tower of London for the first time in over 150 years, as 12 German spies were executed by a firing squad between 1914 and 1915. The first to be executed, a man named Karl Hans Lodi, reportedly left a note thanking his captors for their hospitality, and even shook hands with each member of the firing squad before his execution. Well, we'll continue this off in the next part, okay? See ya.